I'll be showing you how to attach your modular arrowhead onto an arrow shaft. Now, the arrowheads that I do make, they are slip-ons, so they don't have a screw in the inside of this PEX pipe here. So it's a 3-inch PEX pipe that leads all the way up to a steel disc as part of the core, and as they are slip-ons, they just slip onto the arrow shaft. But as it is right now, it'll fall off really easily. It's super loose. So to prevent that from slipping off, what we want to do is build up this about 2.5 inches of the arrow shaft near the tip of the arrow shaft of tape. What I like to use is strapping tape, easy to tear off in case I need to make smaller portions to make it even better fit. But 2 inches is generally what I use. Depending on the size of your arrow shaft, will depend on how many pieces of those 2-inch strapping tape that you'll need to build up the tip of the arrow shaft. What I have here, I have a fancy tape dispenser. It'll help me to build up these, as I have to do a bunch of these. So typically for this arrow shaft that I use, takes about 3 2-inch strapping tapes. So for this first one, I'm going to be putting that around about a quarter inch below the metal insert. I'm just going to wrap that around, and it's going to be vertical or parallel to the arrow shaft. So you see the lines parallel to the arrow shaft, that's what we want. And for the second tape, I'm going to put that just slightly above that first tape. So you can see there, it is going to create a taper, so that when you do build this up, if you build it up all in one spot, the hard edge of this PEX pipe can catch the lip of that tape and roll that tape back as you're putting the arrowhead on, which will make fitment impossible. Now this is why I taper the edge here, so that just initially putting on that arrowhead makes it so much easier. Now for the third one, I'm just going to put it just above that, above the second one, so that they make that taper more evident. There we go. Make sure you tamp that down, and we're just going to do a test fit. It's pretty firm. You can still kind of twist it. What we do want is the twisting of this arrowhead and the arrow shaft fairly hard to do. So still a little bit of room. I can put a little bit more tape in there. So what I'm going to do is cut off and get about a 1/2 inch worth of strapping tape. I like using these strapping tapes to make the smaller pieces because it's easy. It's easy to tear off in a straight line. So this is going to go slightly above the third one, making that taper. Okay, I'll do another test fit. Now that one fits pretty good. As you can see, I'm trying to twist the arrowhead, and the shaft is following. I can't even twist the arrow shaft underneath it. So I would say that is a good fit. So on its own, this has a very hard time coming out. So you could essentially shoot this, no issues. But I still want to be 100% sure that my arrowhead is not going to be coming off the arrow shaft. So what I'm going to do is attach that another piece of strapping tape from the PEX pipe onto the arrow shaft. So I'm going to wrap that around, and this will give me that peace of mind knowing that the arrowhead will not come off the arrow shaft. Now that is almost complete. I like to cover this strapping tape just because it doesn't look that good on its own. Just get whatever color electrical tape you like to use. That suits the aesthetic of the arrow. And cover that strapping tape up. Makes it look nice. Just like that. You have a completed arrow. Ignore the coverless arrowhead. You have a completed and secure fitment of your arrowhead onto your arrow shaft. And it's not going nowhere.